So happy to see you win.
Thank you.
And then y'all did win.
We did win.
And shortly after, we're dropped from your label.
Oh, very much shortly dropped. Very short.
And we talked about all that with Scott. We got into the lore, but I'm curious from your perspective, you guys win this thing, you think this is the Kelly Clarkson moment.
Right.
Immediate drop. What is your thought in the longevity of the group? Were you hoping to stay in LA, or did you think all right, maybe it is time for Plan B?
No, I mean the cool thing after we won was that the show helps you find a manager in the beginning, and so it was nice to have somebody who was older who'd been in the industry for a while. Because when we got dropped, even though we were green and we were sad, he helped us recontextualize and say no, this is not a bad thing. This is actually a great thing, because now you don't have anybody breathing down your necks telling you how you are going to build your brand. You get to figure out how you want to present yourself to the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. But then he said, you should do it on YouTube. And at that time, yes, I'd use YouTube to kind of get somewhat known in the virality and stuff, but I thought YouTube had a ceiling at that point. Because this is 2011. I thought you could only reach so far as a YouTube artist. So that's the point where I was like, I don't know if we should really do this on YouTube. Can we look for another record deal maybe, but build our brand the same way we want to? And he goes, I promise you, this is the way you should do it.
Wow.
Acapella is an audio-visual experience, and YouTube is the best way, I think, to get your message across. And I was like, you know what? You're older than me, and I'm just gonna trust you because I don't see it. I just don't see it. But he was absolutely right. And honestly, every YouTube video, we just gained more and more followers and more fans. That first year, 2012, we went from 0 subscribers to 400,000 subscribers. And then 2013 is the year that we worked with Lindsay Sterling, which I think she's been on this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First of all, Lindsay, I love you. Oh. You rock. Thank you for being the most amazing dancing violinist in this world. Oh. I hope you hear this. And if you don't, it's all good because I still said it anyway because you rock.
We support that message.
We support that message here on Counter-Melodies.
We co-sign.
Yeah. So we did a Radioactive with her.
Yeah.
And that video with a couple others, we did Royals and Daft Punk, which is a big one. Ooh. We went from 400,000 subscribers to 4 million subscribers by the end of that year.
There it is.
But no record company was trying to sign us because they're like, cool, you're a big YouTube group and we know that you can tour, but we haven't seen how you do on the record side of things. Right. We haven't sold any records.
Right.
But that's what changed in 2013 at the end because we had a song, Little Drummer Boy. Yeah. That's the track, which I don't think I've ever told the story. We almost did not put up that YouTube video because we did not like the way we looked. We didn't like how it was colored. We were just like, oh no, we can't put this out.
No way.
But Scott was the one who was like, you know what? What are we going to lose? It looks a little funky, sure, but nobody's going to care. We're literally having this conversation on a Europe tour bus, about to go to our next show, deliberating in the middle of the night. And so we said, you know what? Fine, let's just put it up. That is the video that people watch and they buy on iTunes, our single of Little Drummer Boy. Wow. It goes top 10 of iTunes for 4 weeks. And that's when record label said, oh, okay.
Hold on. Yeah.
I understand how to work with this group. So then that's when in 2014 we signed with RCA and the rest is history.
So that's kind of the birth of Pentatonix being such a Christmas staple.
That's exactly it.
Wow.
That's exactly it. We were never trying to be this big Christmas band, but we knew that we loved doing Christmas stuff for fun.
Yeah.
So we said, why not? We were putting covers all the time whenever we want to. So why don't we just put something that's a seasonal cover anyway? But we just didn't realize how successful that cover was going to be and what other companies saw that we couldn't see as well. So we were very, very thankful for the partnership. And yeah, it skyrocketed.
Okay, so we talked about the Lindsay Sterling collab, and Pentatonix has so many collabs. Scott was just here; he was talking about his favorite with Dolly Parton, and we talked about Tori Kelly and Alessia Cara, and the list goes on and on. Do you have a favorite?
Ooh, there are so many. Tori Kelly is the most unbelievable.
Speak on it.
Unbelievable artist
Correct.
and singer, and especially when it comes to her recordings. And let me explain why. when we got into the studio with her, usually when you're recording with an artist, and it's for every single singer, doesn't matter who you are, you usually do multiple takes because you want to get the right take, right? Yeah. She is the only person I have ever worked with where me, Scott, and Ben Bram, our arranger, sat there and said, every single take is unbelievable. And we can use every single part of every take. It was the hardest thing to comp. If you don't know what comping is, it's splicing vocal takes to figure out the best vocal take. It was the hardest thing in the world and the most satisfying feeling in the entire world to comp her vocals. Because she is unbelievable.
Correct.
Sorry, I said that with so much passion.
But
it's
can I tell you, we have done the same thing on this podcast so many times before.
Oh my God.
Specifically about Tori.
Tori is a monster singer.
We might get like a framed photo of her on the top up here just to like, have just a reference point.
No.
Yeah.
I see it.
That's
right.
Always, we've done so many videos out of this kitchen and like, and so many of them have like gotten bigger numbers stuff. But like the ones that people always talk about are the Tori Kelly ones.
Yep. She's so good. Like
she's just crazy.
Like, and she's just so like, as a person, unassuming and humble and just has such a joy about her. Then she opens her mouth and you go, good God almighty, how did you do that? Like, so I just did that. I think there's a thing back.
You knocked your water over.
I knocked water back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for you.
I didn't even know
Do you want it?
If
If you want it.
Oh, I'll take it.
All right,
nice. Definitely take it. No, she rocks my socks. She's so good.
She's out of this world.
Unreal.
We had one of the girls from The Descendants comes in and she goes, "Oh my God, Tori Kelly sat here," and like started rubbing the countertop.
It was so good.
It was very cute.
Nah, she's amazing. Who else, man? I mean, Kelly Clarkson is always just, she's so good. Man. And like, that's another one where we were doing a Christmas special for NBC, and we had her as a special guest, and we needed to sing the song a few times. And you're like, you sing it, especially with the range that she's singing in it. You get tired. You may not hit those notes again. Yeah. She sang it perfectly and hit the notes every single time. And I remember Scott and I just looked at each other like, okay. This is unbelievable.
Grown Up Christmas List,
Grown Up Christmas List, exactly. Same thing with like Stevie Wonder. Oh, yeah. When we did the Stevie Wonder collab on the Grammys, I remember he hit this ridiculous note in his mix, like and I was like, he just like goes up there, but it was like perfect. And I remember Scott and I looked at each other. We're like, we stopped singing. We just looked at him. He goes, how do you get up there? Yeah. How do you get up there and just like hit the note so perfectly in your mix like that? Like, that takes a lot of work, but it's Stevie, of course, right? Mm-hmm. So I just stopped singing and I said, this is stupid. I can't do it. I'm not doing it anymore.
I have to tell you something that just happened in my brain.
What?
You said Stevie hit this mix and you're like, and then he and I looked, Scott and I looked at each other.
That's oh my God.
In my head, I was like, you and Stevie, you did not look at each other, but you might think you did.
We might have thought that we did. No, Scott and I looked at each other.
Okay.
And he and I looked at each other. We were like, this is unbelievable. It's just the way he sings is just
right.
It's
Steveland.
It's Steveland.
It's
Steveland. I didn't know that until recently.
I didn't either.
Steveland.
Yeah, Steveland. And his last name? Not Wonder. But I don't know what it is, but I know it's not Wonder.
Morris?
Steve.
I might have made that up.
I don't know.
I'd have to beat you too.
Stevie Wonder, John Legend.
Steveland Hardaway Morris.
Yeah,
Steveland Hardaway Morris.
There he is.
Yeah.
Steveland Morris.
Well, Steveland Morris, you are the greatest artist of
correct
the 20th century. Thank you so much just for everything you've done, Steveland.
Thank you, Steveland.
Mr. Steveland.
Thank you, Steveland.
Sorry, Mr. Steveland. I put some respect on his name.
Right.
Oh, man.
Thanks so much for watching this clip from our podcast, Counter-Melodies.
If you'd like to watch the full episode, be sure to click the link in the description.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye, guys.